Na Reginde. It's 1 year on since Ali Abdaal's part-time YouTuber Academy started for the very first time. Cohort 1, OG. So what have I learned in that time? Well, first of all, showing up every week is hard. It's really hard. But I've managed it. Cue the cheering sound. So that's the first thing I've learned. And Ali said at the beginning of cohort 1, in the very first lesson, show up every week for 2 years and your life will change. So after 1 year, has my life changed? I think it has. So I came at this from a channel that had been around for a long time, since 2005, which in YouTube years is forever. And I had published probably a few hundred videos by then, but there was no niche, there was no consistency, there was no engagement. It started out as a place for me to put family videos. When my kids were born, I got my first camcorder when my daughter was born in 2004, and back then that was really the only way of sharing videos with family members, so that was how it started. But then as time went on, I started putting out guitar content and vlogs. That kicked off for me in 2018 when I discovered DTube. And I've discovered over the years that I really enjoy making videos. So that's why I signed up for Ali Abdaal's course, because my channel was going nowhere and I didn't really know why. So jump into lesson 1, cohort 1, and learn straight away that consistency and niche are 2 important factors in a successful YouTube channel. Duh. I knew this already. I didn't need Ali to tell me that, but it helped just being in a course with other people who became my support group, really, and that's the best thing that's come out of cohort 1. It's the support group of meeting other YouTubers who had, well, different problems in some ways, similar problems in other ways, and we've stuck together, many of us. We're still in touch regularly and we still support each other. Now I have managed to keep going with my 1 video a week. The biggest change for my channel came about in the first week when I was working out what to do for my homework assignment, which was to post a video about something you love. Homework assignment number 1. And I was going to do a fountain pen, believe it or not, because in the first lesson Ali was saying to us, you know, here's your homework assignment, you could do it on, let's say, and he picked up a pen and he said, this pen. So I was like, right, because I'm a stationery geek and I love fountain pens, I'm going to do a pen as a kind of way of trolling, you know. So I started planning it, and then I had my first power hour, which was a co-working session at 8 in the morning, which ran for the full duration of the course. And in the first session, that was run by Hassan Kuba, he introduced himself as the author of a book called The Unfair Advantage, which he co-wrote with Ash Ali. And so I bought the book. I thought, this guy seems like a nice chap, I'll buy his book. So I did. And after the power hour was finished, I went through and I read the introduction to the book, and I had a bit of an epiphany. It was like, what do I have that other people would like to have? Sobriety. So it was a bit of a no-brainer actually when it just came to me like bing. So I decided there and then that was going to be my niche, my channel's niche. It's going to be about recovery from addiction. I mean, alcoholism primarily, because that's my main addiction. But there are other addictions too that I have, and I'm still, you know. So my whole channel has become about my growth into a sober adult. And over the year of making content, what I've realised the most is that making the content really helps my sobriety and recovery. And that tells me that it probably helps other people too. And I mean, I know it does because I've had people tell me as much. So, because I got sober through Alcoholics Anonymous, and I'm not actually attending meetings right now, for reasons which I won't go into right here, but it's replaced that for me. And although I'm not having other people sharing their experience, strength and hope with me, part of how I stay sober is by giving it away, and that's what would happen in a meeting where I would share my experience, strength and hope with the room. But now you're the room. YouTube, my audience, is my room. And although I'm not getting immediate feedback from the room, I mean, that's not why you share in meetings anyway, it has the same effect, which is that I'm growing into my recovery, which is a journey, it's not a destination. And I'm getting to share now what I'm doing in my recovery to make it grow. Because, you know, one of the principles is that you practice the 12 steps in all of your affairs. And I've learned over time that the 12 steps are designed in a really good way. It's like a blueprint for life. And I'm now kind of levelling up a little bit in my understanding of how to become a whole person. And this is what I'm learning about my sobriety, is that becoming whole is what sober means. And yeah, making content it's really helping me to become, or to grow into becoming the person I want to be, you know, which is a loving person, someone who understands the harmony of the universe, and who knows that they're a part of that at all times. And what happens in life, as you know, is that shit happens every day, and that can set you off of your path and into the land of the ego. And I'm learning how to find peace and serenity through things like making content, through meditation, through reading, all sorts of ways. And not picking up alcohol is just a very, very small part of that. What I'm struggling with right now, I'll just be honest with you, is with my eating, my sugar addiction. I mean, it's a spiritual malaise that causes addictions, and I don't understand why right now, when I'm feeling at such peace, I'm doing meditation every day, I'm reading, I'm making content, so why does it kick in pretty much every night round about 8-9 o'clock, this incredible craving for sugar? So anyway, this is kind of not a review about Part-Time YouTuber Academy, it seems. This is me telling you what I've learned in the year since I signed up for cohort 1. And yeah, so to go back to the video making, showing up every week is hard. I have a system now which I got from the YouTube Academy, and I've coupled that with what I've learned from August Bradley's Notion Life Design course, and that's been another life-changing course for me. So those two courses go hand in hand very well together. The one teaches about how to build a YouTube channel, and the other teaches about how to set up systems and mindset practice to make that happen. And it's working, as you'll know if you've been watching my videos for a while, because you'll see I've kept one going every week. I'm just being very careful here because it's a muddy, slippery bit of the hill. So what else has changed then? Well, I've been using the same systems that I got from August Bradley and from Ali Abdaal to grow my guitar channel. And I recently started a new channel on meditation and serenity. And that was a difficult decision about whether to make it all part of the one channel or whether to spin it off into another. I don't know if I did the right thing or not, but I didn't want to be putting down 30-minute or 1 hour long videos of this beautiful scenery with music on my main channel. Maybe it would have fit there, I don't know. So that's 3 channels I'm working on, and there's a fourth. The fourth is purely a business channel, which is affiliate marketing. It doesn't feature me other than my voice, and the idea of that is to grow it into an Amazon affiliate marketing business, which will eventually monetize and get me AdSense money as well, to build up a passive income so that I can then concentrate more on making my recovery content and helping people, because I think I have a knack of talking calmly. Oops, there's my tripod spinning around there. I think I have a knack of talking calmly about recovery in a helpful way, and I know that other people have told me this as well, so it's something I'd like to lean into a little bit more, into enhancing my own sobriety and recovery, and by becoming the person I want to become. And in order to get there, I can do that through helping other people, which is how AA works. It's service work, it's giving it away to keep it. So if I can put time and energy into making content, getting better at making content, because that's the thing, when you start out your content's not great, you've got to just keep showing up and doing the thing, and that's the difficult part. I think I can help people. And the other difficult part about showing up for YouTube is when, as now, I've been doing this seriously for just over a year now. My numbers have gone from something like 250 subscribers to 676. And the fact that I know that number exactly isn't good, because I know that the numbers are not indicative of quality of content. But it really can get you down when it feels like you're putting all this work into something and nobody's watching. And I try not to. Well, I mean, obviously I do succeed at that on some level, because I do still keep showing up and making content. Now I'm at a really slippery bit of the hill. And interestingly, when you see, as has happened, other people from the YouTube Academy suddenly blow up. The person I don't want to be is like, oh, how come them and not me? That's the person I don't want to be, and those thoughts do come into my head. The person I want to be says, go you deserve it. And YouTube is about abundance, it's not about scarcity. The universe is about abundance, not scarcity. So having other people succeed is a win for us all, and that's how I'm trying to think of it. That is difficult sometimes though, when it feels like your content's going nowhere and you see other people's content that you might not think is as good as yours. So I'm trying to get all of that, just forget all that stuff, just keep showing up every week anyway, and stop looking at the numbers. Yeah, no, I should do that. Anyway, that's me for now. My little retrospect on what I've learnt this year. The biggest thing is showing up every week is helping me to become a better person. So there we go. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.